a few days ago, I made a video about people living in hotels. And now I've been seeing more and more videos online about people explaining how they live in their cars. These are people that have families, and some of these people have jobs. They're not living in their cars because they want to. They're living in their cars because they cannot afford
Do y'all
rent.
see how many young people are living in their cars?
Yes, I did see all these people living in their cars. And back in 2019, the statistics showed that 140,000 people were living in their car. But I assume now it's probably double.
That people are embarrassed about being homeless, but I look at it from an energy perspective, right? When I had that house, I had all of these bills right here. I'm gonna sit them up here. You know what I'm saying? And they all were fluctuating. You know what I'm saying? In between 200 and 350. You feel me? And it's like me being by myself. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't handle it all. You feel me? And the people that I had in the house with me, they handled their part partially. You know what I'm saying? But the stress that the management company put on us, making us pay more money, extra money, for 3 months, had me paying an extra $550. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was actually it was 450. 450. That was just too much. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm, not having to pay all that, I got a car that I own. I don't pay a note. It's in my name. I just got car insurance. My car insurance, I went all the way down to liability to the point where my car insurance is like $70 now. You know what I'm saying? I got a phone bill. My phone is with Cricket. You feel me? My phone bill is $50. So really, that's all the bills
Because
I
of the
got.
out of control inflation that we're having in our country right now, and rent prices being over $1,500 a month, I have been outpriced at the rental market, and I live here in my car full time.
I've been living in my car for over 70 days now, and I'm in a pickle. I ran out of food. I don't have any gas, so I'm kind of stranded in a parking lot. I've been here for around 4 days now, and I'm a little stressed, but I'm still making it work somehow. I'm trying everything in my character to just not go on the side of the road and beg for money.
In a grocery store parking lot. I eat off the pan because less dishes.
Here it is. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to go to sleep in my car. When I got off work, I clocked out at 9:30 p.m. and I came to my car. I drove to the gas station, a 24-hour gas station, and it was so busy, like everybody outside, maybe because it's Saturday night. But yeah, so I left from over there and I ended up parking in front of the emergency room, the hospital emergency room. And I tried to go to sleep, and I cannot go to sleep. It is so hot in here. Even with like rolling the window down a little bit, it's so hot. Like I got the door cracked open. I'm burning up. I'm sleepy. And I'm scared I might not wake up in the morning if I go to sleep in this car, because it is too hot.
Prices being over $1,800 a month. I'm homeless and I live here in my car. It's a compact car, and I'm going to give you a tour and show you around and show you how I live in here. So come on, check it out with me. So starting here on the side, you can get a glimpse inside. Right there is my bookshelf, and underneath there is where I keep all my clothing and other belongings. Down here is where I keep all of my laundry, extra shoes, and things like that. Coming around back here, a lot of you asked about the bed. So the bed is a 3-inch memory foam mattress topper. I do have carpeting underneath there as well for extra support. Over here, I like to keep usually like wet wipes. These are a lifesaver. I get these at the $1.25 tree. And I have about 4 layers of blankets. So if it ever gets cold, right now it is summertime, but when it does get cold, I have plenty of blankets. Here is my cooler, which I get a lot of hate. People say I don't deserve the Yeti because I'm homeless and I should sell it, but I'm keeping it because it keeps the ice cold for days. I absolutely love it. It has been a life changer, and it was a birthday gift for my 30th birthday last year. Over here, I keep waters. I always try to have an abundance of water because you just never know what's going to happen. On top here, this is where I keep my gym bag goes up here as well. I just put it on the front seat for the tour right now, so it's easier to show you guys around. But this is a cooler bag that I use when I'm delivering for Uber Eats and Grubhub. I have an extra lantern, actually a couple extra lanterns. And then that thing is a, it illuminates like stars and the moon up on the ceiling at night. I don't always use it, but sometimes if I'm in the mood for some ambiance, I turn that on. It's really nice. And then we're going to go around here actually, and I'm going to show you what's over here. So this is kind of like what would be my closet. So like I was telling you, underneath the bookshelf, so I have a ton of books. I love to read. I have a lantern. This is rechargeable. I have 2 of these fans, which are rechargeable. As you can see, this one's charging right now. I have another one over here, and they are amazing. Each of them lasts about 12 hours each on the medium setting, which is more than enough airflow. And what I'll do is I'll put this one here and then that one on that side at night, and so that way I have plenty of airflow, and I crack the windows just a little bit to keep the flow going. So over here I have all of my clothing underneath here. So in these bags here, that's like a Trader Joe's bag, just a regular backpack. Then I have a couple bins with clothes. These are sweaters and things like that. Down there I have some emergency water, just random stuff that you would have in your closet that you don't always use. Over here's where I keep my tools and things like that. This is what I use to wipe down the car, keep the dust and dirt off of it. And yeah, that is pretty much how I live in the car. I try to make it as comfortable as possible.
And I've been living in my car. I know. I'm going to explain. Brief timeline of how I got here. So I was in San Diego, was living there for a few years, and the cost of living was just insane. I wanted to be back in Washington. I wanted to be back closer to family. I've got some friends in the area too, and I just missed the Pacific Northwest. So I moved up here, was on the boat for like 7-8 months. And then it came time to move into an apartment, and I felt like I couldn't do it. I felt like I could not do it. The idea of signing another year lease to spend 16, 17, sometimes $1,800 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment, it was, no, I refuse. I was like, I cannot do this.
Okay, so I am homeless and I'm living a double life. Let me kind of explain that. So I have a home and I live in it 3 days a week. My lease ends at the end of June, so I will be homeless full time. But right now, 4 days out of the week, I work at another place about an hour away from my home, and I live in my car. It's a good tester run for me because I will be doing it full time. So if any of you have tips, tricks, and it's not like the glamorous like van life with heaters and showers and toilets. It is a car. I live in a car. I will be living in this car until it dies on me. But I'm trying to get out of debt. So I'm working 2 full-time jobs.
How so many people are paycheck away from this happening to them. You would think it would never happen to you until something really, really bad happens to you, until you lose your job, or you get demoted, or you get laid off. And that's when your survivor instinct kick in. You start thinking of everything else. Once you exhaust all the means that you can possibly think of, you drain your savings, like everything else that you can think of. Now your survivor instinct will just kick in. So It's not about people being lazy, people not wanting to work. Most of these people that are living in their cars are working. They have jobs. It's just not enough for them to rent a place, you know? And some people don't have good credit. To rent a place, you need first and last month rent. You need like a security deposit. You need a good credit. You have to make 3 or 4 times more than what the rent is required. So all these demands about like renting the place is making people not qualify for it. You know what I mean? But I feel like the system is failing so many Americans. Like it's failing so many Americans that people are making it normal. Like they're normalizing living in their cars. They're normalizing living in their cars instead of like a home, a stable home, somewhere where they can call home. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think anyone wake up tomorrow and says, I'm going to live in my car today. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants to live in your car or stay in your car. It's very cold outside these days. Like it's really, really cold. You have to find like a safe place to park your car so no one break into your car. It's just so much risk living in your car or staying in your car. Have people find that to be their last option. It's really, really sad the times where we are right now. Everything is just high. Like everything keep going up. Groceries keep going up. Rent keep going up. Utilities keep going up. Gas, everything else is going up, but people's wages stays the same. Minimum wage in some places is still 7.25. 7.25. Who can live off of 7.25? you know so I feel like the middle class is shrinking, and people have to do whatever they have to do to survive. And if that's them sleeping in cars, so be it. Is rather they sleep in cars than be on the street homeless. Just let me know what you think about this story down below. And thank you for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.